Alright. Alright. We're live. I think.
Maybe?
Oh, we are live.
Yes! I'm checking it on YouTube right now, and we are live.
Woo! Okay. Let me just, put up a story and just be like, hey, guys, sorry. Okay. And, a new link, because I had to start completely over. So, ooh, my bad. My bad.
We can sing the Doors song now.
Susie should be sleeping. I'm just sending them to my actual YouTube because I don't have time. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're here. Hi!
Hello!
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so sorry for all the technical issues, and also for all of my viewers. I'm super sorry about the 15 minutes delay, but for some reason my what's it called, stream would not stream to where it was supposed to stream to. And every time I tried to fix it, it didn't work. So we're here now. But yeah, sorry about that. And anyway, so I'm just gonna cheeky edit that out for my actual podcast and pretend that never happened. So here we go. Welcome to Spilling Tea with Susie. I'm Susie, this is Alexa, and this is Candace, and they are at the River Heights Buzz podcast, and I am so excited to have them here, and so sorry that it has taken this long, but we're here now, and I'm so excited to get to know you guys better.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So exciting.
I'm a big fan of your podcast. I was telling them before we got on that I haven't been able to listen much lately, but in preparation, I did listen to yesterday's episode just to be in the know of what's going on in their lives currently. So if you guys haven't listened to that latest episode with Carter, it was so super good.
Thank you.
There's 2 different stream videos. Yes, there are 2 different stream videos. And that is my fault, and I'm very sorry. So please forgive me for being silly. Let me actually open up what's going on right now. Live. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So if you guys just forgive me having a lurk. Oh, yes. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Started one, haven't finished it. Oh, it's so good. Alright, so now that we're finally started, are you guys ready for some questions?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So, first things first. This is a very popular question that has been asked everyone lately. And these are all put in by viewers. So, it's different every single time, but it's my new favorite question. And it was the very first one that you got, so congrats. So your first question is, road trip, who gets the ox? Andy Jason, Taylor Sinclair, or Clara Thornton?
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Your face, Candace!
I mean, that's a tough one.
I know.
I feel like all 3 would have very different musical tastes.
Oh, yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if, Andy Jason was, a secret Taylor Swift head.
Oh, I love that.
Something that you don't expect, right?
Yes!
I wonder if Taylor or Clara would be into the spooky vibe somehow.
Ooh, I bet Clara would.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, if I had to pick, I guess maybe Clara.
Yeah?
Just to see what she's feeling, I guess, in that moment.
Yeah.
I would probably say Clara too.
Yeah.
Because I would not want to be stuck with a potential murderer.
But you know what? You know what? None of them are great people, so...
That's true.
I know. Like those are 3 winners right there. Oh my gosh. So next question is, which Nancy Drew character would be great at podcasting?
Okay, I think I have my answer. Alexa, if you want to go first.
I wouldn't be surprised maybe Bess.
Yeah. Is that your answer?
Saint Brain.
Oh my
I
god.
swear. I think that's 100%.
What do you think she'd have a podcast on?
Boys.
Yeah. Like
Clothes.
makeup, clothes,
Yeah, fashion.
ice
Boys.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another contender would be Deirdre.
Oh.
Oh, imagine if they did a podcast together.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
can
could
imagine.
see her doing like the gossipy kind of thing.
That would be so entertaining.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could see Joe having a podcast.
Oh, for sure.
What if he called his podcast Cheeseburger?
I love it. Oh, he would just talk about ATAC a lot, and then Frank would come in the background and just be like, Joe, don't tell him all our secrets.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, so if you didn't have a podcast about Nancy Drew, what would you podcast about?
Me personally would probably be, and I feel like it's just oversaturated in some respect, but like true crime,
Oh, yeah.
conspiracy, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Alexa?
Probably either that or like a TV rewatch kind of podcast.
I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are super fun. I really love the Boy Meets World one that like the actual actors are doing. That one's been so fun to listen to. I love a good rewatch. Yeah. So then, this next question, I actually, because I don't know you guys super well, I actually was like, oh, that's a good question. Are you guys related or are you friends? And if you're just friends, how did you meet?
No relation at all.
Yeah.
But who knows? We could be long lost cousins somehow. You never know.
You never know.
Strange things have happened. For
You
sure.
never know. I know. Oh my gosh. So how did you guys meet?
Alexa, do you want to tell a story or do you want me to?
You can go ahead. But I will say, if you didn't know, I do have an Instagram account that's Nancy Drew related.
Yes.
You didn't know? It's Nancy_Drew_fans. So just throwing that out there if people didn't know already.
Yes, I did know
and
that.
That basically leads into the story too.
Yeah, I should have tagged that below. I'll put it below when I repost the video.
So I had gone on like a binging spree of following a lot of Nancy Drew, her interactive fan accounts. Because, you know, once you start following one or two, then in your suggested people to follow, a whole bunch show up.
There's like 30 new ones,
So I'd been following Alexa's fan account for a while, and I had just randomly seen one day where she had posted a story asking about feedback, if anybody would be interested in either joining her for a podcast or if there would be any interest in maybe her starting a podcast, if anybody would be interested in listening to it, participating in some capacity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw that message and I'm like, okay, this is my time to shine. How do I approach her in a non-creepy way and say, I would love to do a podcast with someone I don't know?
Oh my God, I love this.
So I just sent her a message and we just slowly started talking that way. And here we are 100 plus episodes deep.
Yeah. Wow, that's really crazy.
Yeah.
And 2 years in.
You guys
Yeah.
like didn't even know each other before the podcast.
No, not at all.
And so I'm Canadian. I'm from
Yeah.
Ontario. Candace is from the US. She's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
So we're like 2 different places.
Wow. Have you ever met in person?
No.
It would be fun too, I will say.
It
oh
would
my
be for sure.
gosh. We have to get you guys together.
Yeah, like at a convention or something. That would be awesome. That
would be super cool. Did you guys know that I'm planning a convention?
No.
Well, now you know. So, it's very, very, very casual at the moment because I've been super busy, but I'm hoping for 2025, maybe fall 2025, and it's gonna be super casual, just crew members getting together. I'm gonna get a hotel with like a conference room, so we can like hang out, and like also like stay there. Gonna be in DC, so that it's super easy for like people from all over to fly in. And yeah, like I'm gonna try to do like pop-up shops for all the small businesses, and we're gonna try to do like panels of streamers, panels of podcasters, stuff like that. So that's my plan, but I don't have a whole lot of like actual info just yet, but it's a cool thing to keep in mind of like, hey, I could meet like all my Kluger friends,
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine. That would be so much fun.
I know. I'm so excited already, and I've like barely done anything. So, but
I bet that's pretty intensive to plan, though.
I have barely started, so I can't really say for sure yet. I just know that I can't do it for next year. I'm like, there's no way that I can pull something that huge together in 1 year. But 2025, I think I can make happen. So, hi, Salem, you want to come up? Oh. So,
Aww.
All right, what's your next question? Also, everyone, here's your obligatory Salem appearance. Hello. Let's see. What platforms are you guys available on for everyone to follow you?
For just like social media or like listening?
Yeah. For listening, for
anything?
socials, for anything. Where can we find you online?
So we have an Instagram at River Heights Buzz. Twitter, or X. I still call it Twitter.
I know, it's still Twitter in my mind.
I'll never not be able to call it Twitter. It's just Twitter.
Yeah.
It's at River Heights Buzz, but it just has one Z.
Right.
We have a Facebook group. It is private, so you will have to ask to join that. It's called the River Heights Buzz Podcast Central Buzz.
That's cute.
I am just checking which platforms we're available on.
Yeah, where can we listen to you guys? There are some people who were not aware of your podcast that I am hoping to share the good news.
We are on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Pocket Casts. Those are the 4, like right now.
Awesome.
We've tried Apple Podcasts, but it kind of went weird.
Oh.
It didn't work for us for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But hopefully, eventually, in the future, it'll work. But yeah, those are the main things right now.
I love it. Yeah. So when I pull myself together and when I post this video, like the replay, I will have all of their stuff linked so that you guys can find them wherever they're at. So you can't say that I didn't tell you. All right, so more questions. What's your favorite episode of the podcast so far?
Ooh.
I mean, That's a tough one.
There's so many.
I know. Well, we were just talking about that 108.
Yeah. There really are a lot. I would probably say either any of the like earlier game discussions that we've had, like we've done the final scene in Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. I would say one of those.
I liked the final scene when I remember. I listened to that one not too long ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I think another personal favorite of mine was our little bonus episode that we did as part of our 100th episode, where we played that game where we used a random number generator and picked a team of 5 people plus 1 bonus character to help us solve the next mystery.
Oh, I remember that. Yes. That was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun because, I mean, we really went in blind, not knowing what was going to happen, and that made it a little even more fun, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That sounds so fun. What about you, Alexa? What did you like best?
Probably like some of the earlier games that we've done.
Yeah.
Or just like any of the games in general, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really pick one because there's too many, but
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably one of the games, just any of them, really.
Yeah. They're all so good. And where did we leave off? My handwriting is so terrible. Where did we leave off? Okay, so you have to replace a character in your favorite Nancy Drew game with a microphone. Who's it gonna be?
Gosh. Oh, man.
These questions always get me. I'm like, this is so silly, but then when you are actually asked it, you're like, but like, what do I actually do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have an answer, Alexa?
No.
This is our girl Jetpack. She sends in unhinged, awful, but amazing questions.
I don't even know if I have an answer for that. I really don't.
That's right. Jetpack's been painting. Oh, good luck. I am also painting. All right, you don't have to answer it. It's fine. What is my next question? Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, what's an opinion on the games that you both disagree on?
That's tough because I feel like a lot of our opinions are pretty similar for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might have one.
Okay.
I don't know if we've ever really discussed this in depth, Alexa, but you know at least a little bit, and I feel like this was an unpopular opinion, and I mean, you know, hate me if you want for it. It's just how I feel.
Tell me.
I think that Curse of Blackmore Manor is a little overhyped.
Thank you.
Not necessarily like anywhere on a top list for me.
Yeah.
I feel like, and this might be a hot take, or it might not, I don't know. I feel like Curse of Blackmore Manor walked so that Ghost of Thornton Hall could run.
Yes.
I feel like if you are interested in a game that really goes into like a family's lore, years and years and years past, that for me the obvious choice would be Ghost of Thornton Hall.
I can totally see that. And also, I have to admit, and I know Jetpack is going to kill me for this, but I have to admit that I agree with you that I think Curse of Blackmore Manor is a phenomenal game, but it is it's not in my top 10. Like, it's a great game. But you know what is in my top 10? Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, Curse of Blackmore Manor is kind of like in the middle of the road for me.
Yeah.
It's not like my absolute favorite. It's not my absolute least favorite.
Mhm.
I think it's kind of like in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think it's like a really great game, but like just personally, there are at least 10 games that I like better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I totally understand. I'm with you there. Do either of you or both of you have a favorite fact about Nancy Drew?
A favorite fact.
There's so many.
I know.
There really is. And I don't know if this would count because I mean this is like a real life thing. I was on the road to Cincinnati one time, and my husband and I were going back roads to get there instead of the highway. We eventually made it onto the highway, but the first part was back roads. And we passed this subdivision that, no lie, was called River Heights.
No way.
And I told him, I said, Mark, help me God, I want to live there one day.
Yeah.
So I guess the fact that they're close to me, at least in some proximity, there is a neighborhood subdivision called River Heights that exists. I would love to live there. I could live my Nancy Drew dreams there.
Yeah, I mean, like, so when are you moving?
Yeah, I think I'll stick with that one.
That's really cool. I didn't know that there was an actual, like, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's we ought to have the the convention there.
Yeah. Be perfect.
It's probably like an actual neighborhood and there's no space for me to have a convention there. But how cool would that be?
It would be cool.
That would be so neat.
Yeah. Probably that Nancy could do anything, really.
Yeah.
Just, you can't put anything past her.
I know.
Even though I don't really know if that's a fact per se, but she can do anything.
It's
just
a thing to appreciate for sure. Just like this girl is 18. Well, she's been 18 for a very long time, but like can literally do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jetpack saying Clue Crew buying a plot in the middle of nowhere and naming it River Heights.
There you go. Perfect.
Yes, that's what we need to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you could go back and redo one of your podcast episodes, which would you choose?
I'll probably say right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Just obviously the beginning of it, you're just getting your feet wet kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think we just kind of went, at least to me, I feel like I went in kind of blind almost.
Oh,
yeah. Because I hadn't done it before, anything like that. So
yeah.
I'd probably say the beginning.
Yeah, that makes sense. But that's really respectable though, because like you know what they say that like you can't make good content until you've made like really bad content, and you have to start somewhere, like looking back at like where I started earlier this year with like streaming, I'm just like, oh my god, but it's really respectable to like have that though, because people can look back and be like, wow, she's really grown, Yeah. Wait, Clue Crew needs an eccentric old lady with billions of excess cash to spend so we can have our Nancy Drew B&B. Now there's an idea.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like we need Millie Strathhorn.
Yeah.
I had posted like a long time ago. I'm like, I wonder if maybe I should open like a B&B and just, kind of design it like Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Oh my God.
And just like invite people over and, that kind of thing. But I'm like, Maybe not. I don't know.
Do you know how much money you'd make off of us specifically? Like,
any Drew crew that wants to come visit, that'll be fine. You can get a discount. Whatever.
yeah, man. Oh my god. I would love to go to a Nancy Drew B&B. Like, I mean, that game is like utter perfection as it is. Like, can you imagine an actual like finished B&B? Ah, it'd be so good. I would love that. I would love that. So, okay, so we're going to cause some strife with this particular question. But you have to answer this one, okay? Because I want the chaos. So, which guest on your podcast was the most fun to interview?
Oh my gosh, we've had so many, Candace.
We really have. But I'm going to go ahead and say that one person is coming to mind right away just because of straight enthusiasm the whole time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go first, Alexa.
You can go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to say it was definitely the new voice of Nancy Drew, Brittany. She was so delightful the whole time. Very excited. She was very down to earth and very sweet. And she understood the shoes that she was tasked to fill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that she did a really good job in making Nancy her own, because, I mean, you can't just be a copy of someone who has done 30 plus games, because, you know, Lonnie made it her own in her own way. And the only way to do Nancy justice was to put your own spin on it so that it's a little bit different. But yeah, I had a blast talking to her. She was so sweet and down to earth. And yeah, I'm going to say Brittany.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. What about you, Alexa?
I'll probably say either Brittany or Scott Carty, who voices Ned. Yeah. Because they're like, obviously, Candace has great points about Brittany making Nancy her own.
Yes.
Essentially. And then Scott, because it's like he's been there since Message in a Haunted Mansion with, you know, Charlie, and then eventually transitioning over to Ned. Yeah. So it's almost like he's almost like since the beginning too, in a way, you know, because like I love them, both of them.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what great people! So I have to say, I'm seeing in the chat, Little Miss Drew is saying, if only I could get some voice actors on Spilling the Tea. I do have voice actors coming in season 2. So not this year, but next year when I come back from my holiday break, I will be having a few voice actors. Basically, I'm having on whoever answers my messages and says yes. So, I have Scott Carty has said yes. And Rob Jones, who's the voice of Joe, has said yes. So I will have them coming on. I've been trying for so long to get a hold of Brittany. I messaged her on multiple different platforms and I have not heard back from her yet. So hopefully I'll have her one of these days. I'm not having Lonnie on the show, but Lonnie will be doing something really cool on my channel. But I'm not sure when that is because she's a very busy person. Otherwise, I'm still waiting to hear back from a bunch of people, and there's a few people that I am waiting to contact based off of the advice from some people who work for Her Interactive. So we'll get there eventually, hopefully. But yeah, so like most of who I'm doing episodes with this season is like content creators, obviously podcasters, people who own shops, people who stream, that type of stuff. But next season, I'm really broadening my horizons and adding in like more credits. So yeah, so thank you for.
If you haven't already, sorry,
what?
If you haven't already, check out our list of people we've had. We've had a bunch of people come on with us too, like voice actors from the games, and even like the same with us, Susie, like. We sent out like messages to a bunch of people and we're still waiting for responses from them. But, you know, who knows what'll happen. So.
Yeah. And you guys have like a list. Like, oh man. So anybody who isn't familiar with the River Heights Buzz podcast, you guys, you have to check them out because they have had so many cool people on their show. Like, it's so good. It's so good, and I am just like, I like aspire to their level because they've talked to so many awesome people. So honestly, I should have asked you guys to like hook a homegirl up with some of these people. So
Honestly, I'm gonna have to brag on her. It's all Alexa that spearheads all of these discussions. She's the one that's out there hitting the pavement as far as sending messages on Instagram and sending emails to people.
Yeah.
I've been absolutely amazed at the people that she's been able to find.
Yeah.
They're out there. They're on social media. You might have to dig a little bit, but they're there. And some of them are very responsive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, actually, I was shocked at, like, some of the people that I contacted, like, immediately got back to me. Like Scott, just, like, within 2 minutes had said yes. And I was like, you know?
Yeah. So nice.
Oh my god, he's so nice. Oh,
yeah.
I just want to have like a Scott Carney fan club. Like, he's so great.
He deserves it. He really does.
I know.
And even I feel like me and Candace have said it so many times where if we hadn't started the podcast, I don't think we would have talked to any of these voice actors at all. Because like now that we've started this podcast, like 2 years we've been doing it, and like I've been so surprised at how many people have agreed to come on, and it's like it's just mind blowing. And I'm like, every time that I'm getting all my notes and questions and stuff ready, I'm like getting nervous. But then once like we get going, I'm like, this is easy. It's like a walk in the park. Like
these are just people. Like that's the coolest thing ever, is that we're just all people who tend to have a similar interest. You know? So yeah, I just love that. I'm probably gonna chat with you after this, Alexa, about like who else I should contact, because you seem to be the person to go to.
She is.
I'm literally having to put my Nancy Drew digging and mystery cap on because I'm like going for it.
She really does. I mean, the list of people that she's told me about, it literally blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're getting together after this and we're chatting. I have like a list of the credits of like people who did voice acting and stuff like that. And I've just been like finding people and like checking them off the list.
Like I'm the same way. I have like all the like my list of voice characters from all the games, and I'm like, if we've talked to them, I like, okay, yep, we talked to them. And even a lot of them have been so nice about giving us like an introduction to the podcast. So I've even wrote them down, like that they gave us an introduction. Other people, they've replied and they're like, no, we'd rather not, you know. I'm like, that's fine, it's up to you if you'd rather not. And then I have that as a different color, be like, nope, they're not coming. You know.
Oh my word. Oh man, you're so organized as well. I'm just obsessed.
I literally have, I keep showing Candace, like, this is it's a Frozen book, but I have all my stuff in here between like the games list, the book lists, all the episodes, descriptions, everything. And I'm like, I literally, and my calendar, my handy dandy calendar. I like have to keep track of everything because otherwise I'd go crazy. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, so. I have a planner that is like specifically for like YouTube stream stuff, because otherwise like I don't think I could keep track of it all. It's a lot.
And even too, like, and I've like every time like before me and Candace start recording, this is kind of like behind the scenes thing, we talk about like, do you know what's happening in the next episode? I kind of give like a recap of like the year, and then we'll talk like week by week, month by month, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, you need to teach me your ways. All right, so one more question before we take a Fight, Marry, Kiss break. But how does it feel to be on the other side of an interview?
Different.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Yeah.
Yeah? Do you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's fun to come into a conversation not really knowing where it's heading.
Yeah.
And just, thinking on your feet, saying your thoughts as you're thinking them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, Alexa and we prepare for all of our episodes, and it takes a while to prepare for each episode, depending on what we're doing for that particular podcast. But this is fun too. I think it's good practice just in general, as far as putting content out there in different capacities, and practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing is I don't prepare really at all for this, because it's just like I always describe it as like a chill hang, where like, yes, I put up a question box and like a ton of people asked you questions, but like, and I know that you guys don't know where that's going, but like, it's just chatting, like we're just kind of hanging out. We're just getting to know each other. We're just answering silly questions. And like, I know what the questions are, but I never know where this goes. There's always some sort of weird tangent that happens that I'm just like, wow, we've been talking about this for 15 minutes. What have we done? Like it happens every episode. And I'm just like, I never know where it's going to go. And I like that.
And I think too, like with conversations like these where, yes, we have the podcast, but it's not strictly, but the majority of the time is just Nancy Drew stuff that we talk about. We don't really talk
Susie,
about other things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of like a more behind the scenes look with us, I feel like, in a way. So you can get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's like the whole point of my show is I just really love getting to know people, and I really love this community, and I wanted to bring the people of the community to the community, because like there are so many amazing content creators in the Nancy Drew fandom, and I just really wanted to spotlight that and just be like, oh my gosh, like let's get to know you, because we see all of the podcasts that you put out, we see all of the streams that you do, we see all of the merch that you make, but we never get to see like the real person. So that's where this idea came from. I was like, I just want to get to know people, because everybody in this community is like a family, and I just love getting to know everybody. Oh look, somebody redeemed FMK, so it's time. All right, so I have 3 wheels. I have a wheel with every single Nancy Drew character, including phone characters. I have a wheel with just the male characters, and then one with just the female characters. Which wheel would you guys like to use?
Alexa, what do you think?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to do the wheel together, or are we going to do each our own wheel?
You're going to do it together. I'm going to let you both answer the same one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either one.
Okay.
One of the 3.
I'm down either way.
Okay, let's do the big wheel then, that has every single character.
Okay.
And it will just be super chaotic.
That's fine. I live for chaos, honestly.
Oh, yes. So do I, obviously. All right. So, I'm going to give you your characters, and then once I give you the 3, you guys can start talking amongst yourselves. And you don't have to agree. You can have, like, different answers.
Okay.
Okay, so your first person is Ellie York.
Okay.
All right, now let me spin it again. And remember, so this game is Fight, Marry, Kiss, because I cleaned it up for YouTube. But so yeah, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so Anya Middlemeyer. We're not doing too good. All right, and your last person is... Please be a good one. Debbie Kirkham. All right.
I didn't hear that last one. Who was it?
Debbie from Trail of the Twister.
Debbie.
Okay, so Ellie, Debbie, and Anya.
Ooh.
This is a tough one.
Okay, I think I have one answer so far.
Okay.
I would.
This might be obvious.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to fight Debbie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight Anya.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah. But not as her, just as the monster.
Ooh, that's a good point.
If Anya was the monster, I'm like, nope, I'm out of here. See ya.
Bye.
Just hide in the castle. I'll probably marry Debbie and kiss Ellie.
Yeah.
You would marry Debbie?
But she could have her thing. I'll be in my own part of the house, do her own stuff. See ya. And divorce is an option.
Ooh, well.
That's so true.
I mean, when you put it that way,
That's
I don't know.
so
I
true.
feel like I'd have to fight her.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, I just feel like strong personality. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to fight her.
Yeah.
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 But here's the thing. I think she could take me. Like, I don't know how fair of a fight it would be.
I don't know. She seems like a lightweight. Like, I feel like you could just take her out like with one single like smack.
You think so?
I think so. I feel like look at her. She's like a little like twig character. If she turns sideways, she's probably flat.
I know.
I feel like
you don't want to underestimate
Ellie
people
too.
True.
I
But
mean,
Ellie's, like,
she
at least
could be
kinda
having
sweet.
like all kinds of inner crazy that you just don't know until you push that button, and then there it is.
She like flips the table at you or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta write this down, like, because this is tough. So yeah, okay, that's my one for sure answer. Fight
Okay.
Debbie.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
I think I would have to marry Anya
Okay.
as the
Marry the monster.
as the monster.
As the monster.
Because, I mean, I feel like, you know, what's life without a little spice?
You could have Halloween every day.
My actual dream.
Candace loves Halloween.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, best time of year. My favorite, hands down. So then, yeah, I guess kiss Ellie.
There you go. Man, you guys were like the opposite.
I mean, sometimes it does happen.
Oh, that's so great.
Not
Oh my
often, but sometimes.
Man, that took me out. Marrying Anya as the monster.
I would not want to be married to the monster. I'm sorry. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I just do random accents.
She
Don't
does.
mind me.
Oh my gosh.
I tried to do my a version of Cuckoo the parrot because we had already recorded Ransom of the Seven Ships.
Yeah.
So I tried to do Cuckoo wants her new perch.
Oh my god. Could you like recreate this moment for us?
Okay, so she's what? Cuckoo wants new perch. I think that's what she said.
I think that's what she said, yeah.
Cuckoo want new perch. Cuckoo want new perch. Ah.
That was really good.
Oh, and here's the mama one from Last Train. Mama.
Oh god,
God.
no, don't do that.
Like,
Okay,
literal
you're banned.
nightmares.
Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. Okay. It's now time for more questions. Because
Just
I have
watch me.
so many
Just
questions.
watch me say random stuff throughout the rest of this.
What she does.
She's just gonna like randomly go into Lulu next. Oh my gosh. Oh, Morgan would love that, though. Morgan's a big fan of the birds. But I think she's not here anymore. I think she had to go do her Bible study. So she'll enjoy that as a replay. I will tell her. I'll say, hey, guess what? she imitated your favorite character. And then I'm not going to tell her what character it was. She'll have to just
have to watch.
Oh, too good. If you could do a text, that would be like the end of the world for her.
Oh gosh. I don't know if I could do a text.
I don't know if anybody can do text. Oh, so good. Okay.
I'm gonna actually look up the game list now that I have just to see if I can try any other ones.
Oh, yes. Okay, in the meanwhile, I'll ask you guys your next question. So, do you guys have a favorite and or a least favorite Nancy Drew book?
Probably my least favorite one was the one with the gypsy one with the, what was it called? The Mysterious Mannequin, I think.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that one, honestly.
Mm-hmm. That's tough. I mean, I don't know that I've necessarily not liked any of them that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to absolutely pick one, maybe the witch tree symbol.
Oh, yeah.
That one was kind of off the rails to me. Yeah, I guess that's the one I'd have to say.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that one's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
There's too many to pick from that I actually like that we've done so far.
Yeah.
I feel like, so I can't really pick one.
That's fine. Yeah, there are so many really, really good ones that it kind of outweighs the bad for me. But the ones that are bad are like spectacularly bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But they're still super good. How do you guys feel about Nancy and Ned in the games?
I love them, but I kind of wish that Ned would move on. I'm sorry, but I do. He deserves to be happy.
She's just a really bad girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree on that Nancy sucks in that regard.
Yeah.
She should just run off into the sunset with Frank, I think.
Oh, okay. So you are a Francie shipper.
I guess, in a way, yeah. Nancy and Frank, they're like... But I don't know how well they would get along, though. Because I feel like in a way, they're kind of similar.
They might be too similar. It might clash.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like, I love Frank, like, as a person. But I don't feel like they'd work because they're just too similar. Like, I feel like they would never see each other because they would always be in different parts of the country or different countries solving their own mysteries.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, just thinking if, Nancy and Ned being together. Nancy, do you have a steady back home?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh.
I feel like Nancy and Ned are just classic,
Yeah.
I mean, but the way that it's portrayed in the games specifically, I mean, there's hints of it in some of the books too. Mm-hmm. But in the games, Nancy almost has a more modern version of like a relationship in that she's just off doing her own thing. She doesn't really care what he's doing.
Yes.
I mean, we see that in, later games. She needs to realize what she has because he is a good man.
I know. So in the Nancy Drew files, I think it is, the one that starts with Secrets Can Kill.
Oh, the drama.
The drama! I know! Nancy's
drama.
just so okay with going and making out with other men while having her steady boyfriend back home. Like, it's absurd. Yeah.
You can definitely tell that that series was made specifically for a certain age type. More of the best kind of girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I feel like there are times when Nancy just gets so jealous, and to me, that's not classic Nancy. But I understand where they were going.
Yeah,
like, I get.
It was definitely like a piece of the time when they were being written too, where like that was definitely the thing. Like when I was a kid, and I was a little young for this, but you just dated. Like, you just dated, and then you dated some more. Like, that was just, like, the thing, and I never particularly liked that, just because I felt like it was a bit much, but, like, it was everywhere, like, in the 90s, like, every single show that you would watch in the 90s where, like, everybody was just dating everybody, and then that was definitely a thing in those books where Nancy would just go and date around, and she always had Ned, but she also always had other guys. It was really absurd.
Yeah, but then it was also, like, you saw the opposite end of the spectrum, because it was, like, when they finally did get back together, and,
sorry guys, I'm just gonna cut off for a second.
There we go.
Okay. So I think you see both ends, because there are times when things are good, they've made up.
Yeah.
It's a very intimate kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so I guess they're okay now. Like,
it took them several books to get over Nancy and Daryl, for sure. But then it was like, oh, they're like back and stronger than ever. But then, like, farther down the line, then she's like having things going down with did you read the book, the Phantom of Venice book? Did you read that one?
No, we have not gotten to that one yet.
Okay, so spoiler free, but Nancy makes some questionable decisions in that book. And has to do with this, but like, thankfully it doesn't like go too far, but I'm just like, where is Ned in this, you know? Like, what's going on? Yeah that was a rough one for me, and it's also nothing like the game too, so
interesting, because I mean, I don't think that's a bad game.
No, it's a great game. It's a great game. Only the only thing that the book and the game have in common is the fact that she's in Italy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, you'll have to read that one for your podcast. Did we lose Alexa?
I think we might have.
Oops. Okay. Well,
sorry,
you know what?
My computer is kind of going funky.
Oh, that's okay. It's funny because we were talking about this earlier, me and Alexa. She was like, oh, sometimes my computer does a thing. And I was like, oh, it's fine, because if you have to go for a few minutes, then, like, I still have another guest to talk to.
I'm on my phone right now, so I can still kind of hear you guys. Great. So if I might have to cut out again later, I do apologize, but you still have Candace. That's
okay. That's okay. I mean, I'm sure we'll get you back at some point, but... All right, let me go on with more questions. Okay, if you could interview a Nancy Drew phone character, who would you choose? And I think this means the actual phone character and not the voice actor, but you can tell me whatever you want.
I already have my answer.
Yeah?
There's too many to pick from.
Yeah, there's some really good ones, too.
There are a lot of good options.
But you have somebody in mind.
I absolutely do.
Who?
Eustacia Andropov.
The best. What an icon.
I feel like I want to say her name in like a Russian accent.
Right? I think you should. Oh my word.
To me, I think Eustacia Andropov.
Oops.
Yep.
Why did my face get so big? Hold on. I don't like that. Hold on. Nope. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hey, we're back.
I'm
Look
back.
at us. Look at us go. Look at us, like, actual professionals over here.
For me, even with was it Melina Rossi? I want to say her name in an accent too.
I heard you saying that, and I was listening to the episode, and I was like, so do it.
So I'll do it now. It was Melina Rossi.
Ooh, the R. I love it.
Like I'm weird that way. I'll say it just like plain, like normal, like this. But then I'm like, I don't know why, but I feel like I like doing it better with some kind of accent.
I think that you need to stop stopping yourself, and you need to just let all those accents out, and let all those, like, imitations out, and just, like, entertain us with your wit and your charm.
I've got one for Henrik.
Yes.
So there's Henrik Vanderheun.
Mm-hmm.
Henrik Vanderheun.
Ooh, I love it.
Who else? Oh, Ewan McGregor. No, I want to say Ewan McGregor, like the fighter guy.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh, that's so good. So good.
Who else was there? The Ewan from Silent Spy. What was his name?
What was his last name? Hold on. I have his name.
Ewan McLeod.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Of him.
Who else was there?
Can you say stop messing with that?
Stop messing. Stop messing with that.
So good.
No, I will say I have not had any kind of training. I just kind of go for it.
Just having fun. Yeah,
Sure.
That's fine. Oh my gosh.
And Dieter van Westerkronk.
So fun. I just love, like, there are so many different, like Nancy's been to so many different locations, so there are so many options for you.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you, like, you need to prepare, because we're gonna have a game in Prague. So, you need to get your, like, Czech accent in Czech. Okay, so, what's my next question? You're gonna know exactly who this is from. If you ever do another episode on dog, did you know that is Southern Sleuth's favorite?
Ooh.
It's not.
Yes, I know who that is.
Oh yes. So, all my viewers know, but if you didn't know, so Morgan is just a little obsessed with Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake. So
As one should.
yeah. So honestly, I don't think there's anything else to say there. She's just a little obsessed with Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake.
It's a great game.
It is.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Mystery by Moonlight at some point.
Ooh.
Not sure when. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely on the horizon eventually. It's just a banger of a game. Like, oh, it's so good. And like, I have my own Lucy. She's
Do you really?
behind me, just laying. Can you come here? Can you like stretch and wake up and
Show us the dog.
Can you come here?
It's like I feel like every episode that we record, at least one of Candace's dogs is in the room with her.
Oh.
No, not you. Not you.
That's Henry.
Lucy.
Not Henry Bollet. The dog Henry.
Yeah, I guess you could say Henry Bollet.
Is that his name?
Can you come here?
But
Not this one.
not Henry Bollet, just
This
Henry.
one. This one.
There
is
you are.
Oh my gosh, you have so many doggies.
Yeah, I have 3.
I love them. Oh, she's so precious.
Lucy. Are you a ghost dog? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You are.
she's so cute.
Thank you.
Wait, tell us all about your dogs. What are your dogs' names?
So Lucy, and then I have Bella, come here. Hold on.
There's
This
Henry.
one is Bella, the blonde.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh. Then the other one that's sneezing right now is Henry. Come here, Henry. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Come here. There.
Oh. Such good boys and girls.
Does that feel good, buddy?
Oh, they're so cute.
Thank you.
I
They're
love
goofy.
that. Alexa, do you have pets?
No, unfortunately.
Sad.
I know. I kind of wish I could get a dog in the future, but,
Yeah.
you know, it could still happen.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah, no, that's totally respectable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, one of these days I'll probably get a dog too, but like, you know, dogs are a lot of work and I've got a toddler.
And you have a cat.
I have 2 cats actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, the only one that ever shows up on camera is Salem, but I have Niles as well, who is the worst. So he's just he's not too particularly keen on coming and like sitting in my lap when I'm streaming. So nobody ever sees him. So like just the other day one of my friends was like, "Oh, I miss Salem," and the other one it's like, yeah, the other one.
the one who shall not be named.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. They really are. And like I've had them both since they were kittens. But yeah, like they didn't particularly get along when I added the new kitten into the mix. And so like the older one just kind of like decided that he was done with everything and with all of us. So yeah. They're great though. You love how lazy and self-sufficient cats are. Yes, they are. They are. Like I truly don't need to do anything with them. Like we feed them twice a day, but otherwise like I never have to like do anything with them. I mean, I do stuff for them. I scoop their boxes every single day, and I keep their food and water dishes filled. But like otherwise, I don't have to do a dang thing.
Yeah, and dogs are the exact opposite. They need everything all the time.
Yeah.
And you have to wipe their butts.
I have before.
I had to do that before.
We've had to do that.
My dog growing up a lot. So.
Yeah, that's, you know, we do a lot of weird things as pet owners.
Really do, and don't even think twice.
I haven't told everybody about Niles' sweater, no. So Niles, the cat that's the worst, is currently wearing a shirt, like a onesie. Because so earlier this year we had the most horrible thing that I could possibly imagine happen, which was fleas. So we got rid of them, but my little cat, the older one, just for some reason hasn't stopped being itchy. So like we've like done so much, we've tried so much, we've done like, yeah, we don't have fleas anymore, like they're gone, but we've like done all sorts of like treatments, we've done like allergy medicines, but he's still like will like chew his fur off like on his like back, like near his butt. So like we don't really know what the problem is, but we decided that the best thing to do for him after trying like so much stuff was to put him in a onesie that's made for cats to like heal after like getting fixed, you know, like it like keeps them contained so they don't like rip their stitches or whatever. So we put him in this like it looks like a baby onesie and he's miserable. But you know
That's
what?
awesome.
He's not gonna be able to like chew on his back because of this, so it's gonna be really great. But like this poor
You're
guy.
a real Snoopy Susie, aren't you?
That's so funny. I understand the allergy thing because
Yeah.
Henry's my little allergy guy. He's on daily pills for it, and it's miserable. I have to clean his ears, otherwise he gets really bad ear infections. And
Yeah.
I just have to mother the crap out of him.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It really is.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we've been chatting. We've had FMK redeemed. So, let's go ahead and give you guys some more people.
I'm ready.
I know. I'm excited. Okay. So you guys have to like watch me blow my nose. I'm still getting well from my almost 3 months of sickness.
Bless your heart.
Ooh, okay, so Bet Raleigh, who has never shown up on one of these wheels before. I've never seen Bet.
Ooh, first time for everything.
Yeah. Alright, so Bet Raleigh and then Matt Simmons.
Oh, isn't he from Castle Malloy?
Yeah, our runaway groom.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, who else we got? Here's a good one. Elsa Sibelhoff.
Where's she from? I don't remember.
So Elsa Sibelhoff is a phone character from White Wolf of Icicle Creek, who used to work at Icicle Creek Lodge, but quit to pursue her career as a singer, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we played that game, so that's why I'm like, who is she?
She's the one who had the crazy ex-boyfriend letters.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She's also never showed up on this wheel. You guys are getting new people.
Look at us. We're special.
Okay. I had to write it out, but I think I've got my answers.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I'd have to fight Elsa.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like she would be fun to fight because, like you said, she's getting all those crazy letters from this boyfriend. So I feel like she's used to crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that could be fun.
There you go.
Give her an extra bit of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd fight her too.
Yeah.
I think that I would marry Aunt Bet.
Yeah.
Because I feel like just from the phone conversations that we have with her, she would give me the security and stability that I need in a relationship.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She's marriage material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then kiss Matt.
Yeah. Who is not marriage material.
No. No, because at first I had him written down as Mary, and I was like, no. Can't do it.
Like, why would you want to marry some runaway groom?
I know, like literally, the whole game is about how he's gone, like, the day before his wedding, and nobody's surprised.
Yeah, red flag.
Yeah.
Big red flag.
Probably be like probably have the same as Candace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's, like, the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Jetpat says in the chat to marry Bet for the ranch. And
True.
like, yes. Like, that ranch is amazing. So
Yes.
Just saying. Just saying. Alright. What do we have next? Oh! So who would you rather interview? Tino Balducci or Detective Beach?
In the games or actually like the voice actors?
In the games.
Well, we've already talked to Tino.
Wait, what?
I said, is neither an option?
No. But you guys did talk to
Tino.
Tino, yeah.
It'd have to be Tino.
Yeah. I mean, Detective
And I'm not
Beach,
just saying that because we interviewed Jeff Minnerly.
yeah, but like Detective Beach is scary. Tino's just annoying.
Yeah. Oh, but he's so annoying. Like,
I know.
the worst kind of annoying.
I know.
Here you go. You can do my work for me. I'll take all the credit.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different if, like, he had just a bad personality, but he's so full of himself that it's unbearable.
Yeah, like, I was watching Liv stream Last Train Bloomin' Canyon. I think it was last week? I don't remember. It was recently. And if you guys don't know Liv, Ginger Honey Love Beat, she's phenomenal. You have to check her out. But she was playing Last Train, and she's talking to Tino, and he just, like, consistently, casually mentions that he's a world-famous detective. Like, in, like, that quote, he says world-famous detective multiple times about himself in a casual conversation, and I was like, that is unbearable.
Yeah.
Just, can you imagine being in a conversation with somebody and them just being like, did you know that I'm a world-famous detective?
Yeah, like, he is the king of one-upping people. Always.
Yeah. I would rather be far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like if I came to you guys and been like, did you know that I'm like a famous YouTuber? Me with my 192 subscribers, but like, you know, like I would hate myself. I would hate myself, but he just loves himself, and
He does.
Good for him, I guess.
That's one form of self-love right there.
Yeah.
But it's a bit excessive.
Yeah. Oh. This is the reason why Joe was ready to deck him in the outro. Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
He should have decked him. That would have been way more satisfying.
Absolutely.
All right.
Mama.
So, don't do that.
I had to. We talked about the game.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so your next question is, make your best guess at what Game 34's plot will be.
Ooh.
This is a good one. I'm excited.
I mean, it's hard to tell because we really haven't been given a whole lot.
No, we really haven't.
Like, really at all.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've seen kind of like a cafe kind of area and maybe like a tech store kind of area. So it's like, could it maybe be like some kind of robbery or something? I don't know. I mean, is Ned going to be involved? Because if they're going to piggyback off of Midnight in Salem, Nancy and Ned were supposed to go on a vacation together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe there's some kind of keys in those places that lead to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
That lead to other places where we find more keys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really like... So I'm currently reading the book that is supposedly the inspiration for some sort of aspect of the game. But it's number 83, Diamond and Deceit. And I'm about halfway through the book, and none of the characters are characters that we know are in the game. And like, it takes place in California, I think. And it's about, like, jewelry stores and a murder. And I was like, where does Game 34 come into this? Because I just don't understand. Like, I've got nothing. Because, like,
Yeah.
It seems like from what we've been given, like you were saying, like, we've got this cafe and we've got this tech store. And then we've got, like, the cathedral. And then there's gotta be something to do with crown jewels. But, like, otherwise, I'm like, well, how does that all get together? Like,
Yeah.
And then where does that book come in? Like, I just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I understand. Because, like, when we discussed Midnight in Salem and we found out that it was loosely based on the witch tree symbol, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, loosely.
Yeah, very loosely. Very loosely. I think it was really just the witch thing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Because they have nothing in common.
No.
Yeah.
No. It was very strange. So maybe they're going to follow that kind of route, and it really is just a here and there kind of similarity, and that's it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, the Phantom of Venice book was literally, it was just Nancy in Italy.
Yeah.
And same with, Mystery on Maui, which is the inspiration supposedly for Kapu Cave. It was about like a bike race. It had nothing to do, like, the only thing that was similar was Nancy was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It was honestly so different that I forgot that it was the inspiration for the game. And I finished the book and I was like, what did I just read?
I feel like if they kind of go that route, though, and it's more loosely based on something, I feel like that's almost a bigger risk.
Yeah.
To, like, the true hardcore fans that even throughout the years have still held on.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have been having a safer bet if they had picked maybe a more popular book and did a little more that's similar to it. Not completely identical, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're doing a lot of an original story, there's a lot more room for error.
Yeah.
In places that it could go wrong.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like at this point, I mean, they've done really well with their marketing as far as getting everybody hyped and excited. And it would be really sad if it ended up all being for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, so. It really would be. I'm really hopeful, I'll say. Because I feel like they've really taken their time, and they're still taking their time, to work out the bugs that were not worked out for Midnight in Salem. So I have a lot of high hopes that Mystery of the Seven Keys will be... I know it'll never be the same. It'll never be like Sea of Darkness again. But I feel like we're probably gonna go like further towards that in this one. Because like the way I see it is like the jump from like Secrets Can Kill, the original, to Stay Tuned for Danger, or even more than that. Like it might be like the jump from Secrets Can Kill original to Message in a Haunted Mansion, you know? Like I feel like that's how it's gonna go, where it's gonna go from like, wow, we have this really honestly pretty crap game, to, oh, this is like kind of nice, this is a lot better, you know? Like I feel like we're gonna have a good transition, so I have a lot of high hopes for that. But as far as like plot goes, like I just hope that it's more puzzles and less chatting than Midnight in Salem.
And characters that are not, like, right behind you.
Right?
And faces that don't actually show your skeleton.
And like, can they stand still? Can they just stand still, please?
Yeah, it was a lot.
There's personal space, and there's personal space.
Yeah.
Like, Joe and Deirdre clearly do not know what personal space is.
No.
Yeah.
There's no jump scare like turning around and seeing Deirdre's teeth.
Look at my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Just take me to like a spirit Halloween. Give me a skeleton. Like literally.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so your next question is a really fun one that I ask everybody. So what game matches your aesthetic?
Ooh.
It's a hard one.
Alexa, do you want to go first?
I have no idea. Honestly.
It's funny because, like, I ask literally everyone this question, but I know that this question is going to be asked of me when at the end of this season I will be interviewed, because somebody asked, like, can we reverse it and can we interview you? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I know that this question is going to be asked of me, and I still don't know how to answer this question, even though I ask it of people every single week. So, like, I'm so nervous. Are you looking at a list of the games, Alexa?
Yeah, I've got my list here. I'm just like, which one? Do you have one yet, Candace, that you have picked out?
I think I do.
Okay, what you got?
I'm going to answer it in 2 different ways, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So I think if I had to do, like, my personal aesthetic of things that I'm interested in, things that I would enjoy doing, I would have to say the final scene. I grew up as like a theater kid. I have a lot of love for historic buildings.
Yeah.
I would not go as far as protesting, but more power to anybody that wants to do that.
Yeah.
I just love seeing, shows, whether it be musicals or just regular theater.
Yeah.
I love the Harry Houdini aspect. I've always found it to be very fascinating. So that personal aesthetic, I would say final scene.
Okay. Good answer.
If we're going for my work aesthetic,
Ooh.
it would be Alibi and Ashes.
Ooh.
Because it's kind of close to what I do for a living.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a paralegal.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's my daytime job.
Girl.
So, honestly inspired by Nancy. Not a detective, but,
yeah,
kind of close to the same realm.
Yeah.
So that would be my work aesthetic.
That's so cool. Wow. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right, Alexa, follow that up.
I'll probably go Silent Spy.
Ooh.
I would like to know more about, like, my history.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of thing. Just kind of like my background, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind traveling a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a great answer. Oh my gosh, you guys are good at this question. Wow. Not that there's like a wrong way to do it, but like those were good answers. Oh, I love that. Okay. Which puzzle do you always wish that you could skip?
Anything with numbers for me. I am not a number person.
Even like Sudoku?
Oh, my brain doesn't work that way.
Oh, man.
I hate that one.
Yeah? Oh, man, I love those.
And the freaking, in the Shadow at the Water's Edge, the back
monster?
of the picture frame.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I hate that one. I want to skip that one.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
That or Sorting Frass.
Oh, yeah.
Creature of Kapu Cave.
Yeah. That's just work. Yeah. Yeah.
It should be, was it the 3-fingered rock?
Oh, the 3-toe rock, in my opinion.
The 3-toe rock?
It looks like toes. I don't know where they got fingers from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is there an animal in the games that you particularly like?
Ghost dogs.
I think that would be an obvious answer.
Yeah.
Or Isis from White Wolf.
Oh, I love Isis.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
I know. This was asked by Morgan. So she's gonna
I
be
could
really.
not handle the. I couldn't handle the parrots. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I
Mm-mm.
know. No, but she'll be really
No.
pleased that you picked the ghost dogs.
You know what? I'm going to pick the. I don't even know what it is. In Ghost of Thornton Hall, that crawls
Oh my
across
gosh,
the floor.
the like wombat
Oh, gosh.
thing.
Mr.
Yeah.
Skinbag.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
just because to me, that's like the definition of chaos.
Oh my
And
god.
I about jumped out of my skin the first time.
Yes!
So,
That's the most like unhinged possible answer, and I'm so here for it. There's
Imagine
good
if
answers
there was
in the
like a
chat.
stuffed toy, and if I found that, I would probably just send it to Candace.
Nah,
Here you go. You have your own
should.
little personal Mr. Skinbag.
I just
yeah, I mean, he'd have to sit on my desk. Like,
what was that? Chat, help us out. What was that animal? What was that? Please. I feel
I
like
don't know. It was terrifying.
it was like a groundhog or something. I forget, but it was frightening. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Please, yeah. Okay, so in the chat we've got Bob is a good answer. Yes.
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Bob the
Come on.
horse. And the other horses too are super cute.
Mhm.
The dogs and Toomey, the other dog, yes, that was a really cute one. The orca, naked mole rats, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes?
yeah, it did kind of look like that. Yeah.
That's right. Oh my gosh, it's like Kim Possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys.
There it is.
It scared the bejesus out of me the first time.
Yeah.
Like, and I
You
was
don't
just in a
expect
dark room.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, like you don't expect to see an animal just run across the house. Like, that's just, that was truly one of the best jump scares in the entire series, and it's so absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so do you guys have Nancy Drew crushes?
Ooh.
Put your claw out of my sleeve. Thank you.
Crushes. I mean, that's tough. I'd have to say, if I was answering on behalf of like my high school version of me, I would say Henry Bollé.
Oh, yes.
I feel like Henry Bollé is like such a popular answer.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, 'cause, like, I don't know about anybody else, but I love sad boys, so Henry.
Henry
Yes.
Bollé.
It's just like the way that he turns in the chair. Yes.
Yes.
Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How's
See
it
anybody
going?
else's emo awakening? Like, I need to know for science. just throwing that out there.
I don't know. Can I say Frank or
Yeah.
Ned?
Yeah. You can say whoever you want. This is your crush.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with those answers.
No, there's a lot right with those answers, as a matter of fact.
Imagine if we morphed Fred. I just combined their names.
You
Look
just
at that.
put them together. It's like, if I could have my dream guy, it would be Frank and Ned together.
That's what I was going with. I would like put the two together. There you go.
There you go.
Oh my god, but like, that would be the perfect guy. Oh,
Someone to keep me steady, but also someone that likes going on adventures. All in
yes.
one.
Steady
Yeah.
adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, Maggie dated a guy who looked like Henry before the game came out, so it ruined Henry for her. That's
No.
the worst. That like hurts me for you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Also, Tori says people think that her big crush is Joe, but it's actually Alec. Alec is like so good.
Okay.
Yes.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I also respect that. Is that
Absolutely
good?
respect that.
choice?
But also, I feel like we're missing if you're more of the work with their hands type.
Mm-hmm.
Dave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello. Like, Cowboy
Yeah.
Dream.
Yeah, I personally, though I can appreciate it, not about Dave.
Really?
Yeah, not about him. I think he's cute and he's very sweet, but like such not my type. So I'm always like, man, he's so overrated.
I mean, I could see that.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm a Sunny June girl. Like through and through. So good. So good. So
We got to interview Sunny June too.
Alexa, you need to stop. No, I'm kidding. No, I need him. I need him on my show, please and thank you. No, I'm literally gonna message you later and just be like, so who do you think I could contact?
A lot of they've all been good about accepting the ones that we've had. So it's yeah.
Oh, Tori's with me. She thinks that he's way too shy and chill. And also, Maggie is with me too. Oh, I like Dave, but he's not for me. Yeah, you know what? This is not a Dave hate group, but this is a Dave is overrated group. Was that tone on TV, John?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought my computer was breaking for a moment. Oh, you love Charlie and Ned? Oh, yes. Good choices. Good choices. Excellent. I could talk about this, for a very long time, because Nancy Drew crushes are kind of, my thing. But I'm going to save that for an upcoming video. So you guys can tune into that. Okay, so next question is, what were you doing when you saw that we were getting a new game, and did you immediately believe it, or were you skeptical?
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember where I was.
Really, I remember where I was. I was in bed. I woke up and it was there, and I was like,
I think I was at work.
Yeah?
And I thought it was an April Fool's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it kind of just came out of the blue. And I was like,
Yeah, I don't know
skeptical.
about this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had weird thoughts about it at first, but then I kind of thought about it and I was like, well, the timeline kind of makes sense as far as when we got Midnight in Salem versus Sea of Darkness. So it's like, maybe, I mean, that would have been kind of elaborate to do just an April Fool's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just going to remain cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. Oh, man. I feel like when it happened, obviously it was April 1st. I believed immediately, I will say, because I felt like it was brilliant marketing on their part, just because there was no way that they would keep their loyal fan base to the extent that they had it if they joked about putting out a new game. So I was like, they're not that stupid, this is a ploy. And they gained 7,000 followers from that, and I was like, these people are brilliant. So I always believed, but I know a lot of my friends were like, there's no way this is real. It's April 1st. There's no way this is real.
What a disappointment that would have been, though.
No, right? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, I think that whoever they have that's in charge of the marketing has to be a day one fan.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to get them on my show. but I have to wait until after the new game comes out to have them on the show. But then we'll get to find out all about everything that they've been doing. So super, super excited about that. But yeah, like all the girls on the marketing team are just so wonderful, and I am such a big fan of them. They're amazing. They're amazing.
Yeah, major props to them, because they're definitely doing something right.
Love them. All right, so, I cannot read my handwriting sometimes. Okay, so who was your first Clue Crew friend?
Ooh. I never really talked to anyone like one-on-one until I started talking to Alexa, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it each other?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's
Probably,
awesome.
yeah.
I love that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that for you guys. And you've got a podcast together.
Yeah.
That's so perfect. I love it. Okay, if you could pick one character to return for game 34, who would it be?
Hannah. In person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a respectable answer.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
I feel like Hannah doesn't... She's only in one game. In Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she doesn't get to come with us.
I know.
For anything. So I feel kind of bad. So I'm like, come on, Hannah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's a really respectable answer. I like that, yeah. That would be really cool.
I know probably Ned too, I should say, but he's a cool character. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's pretty consistent. Yeah.
I would like... Okay. So, I feel like Secrets Can Kill Remastered was a missed opportunity. I feel like I would like to bring back like a really obscure character, whether that be a villain or not.
Okay.
Because I feel like they also had the opportunity to kind of do this in Ransom of the Seven Ships. Spoiler.
It's okay.
And they kind of like butchered it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that could have been fixed if they had been able to get the original voice actor back. So maybe something in that kind of arena, some kind of villain. Trying to think of one that I really like off the top of my head. I keep going back to the final scene, but I love it for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But I feel like Joseph, spoiler alert, is such a different type of villain.
He really is.
In that it's more of a psychological thing.
Yeah.
With him. And I think that's so fascinating. And I think they did that really well, especially so early on in the franchise.
Yeah.
I think something like that.
Yeah. So he's more like like his motive is more mental illness than like evil.
Yeah.
Which always made me really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like he seems like such a normal person, and then like at the end you're like, oh, you're terrifying me right now. This is so scary. Like, please, can you get it together? Yeah, that would be a really interesting, but like sad, but like really interesting thing to like bring back into the games. Yeah. So this kind of brings up something that you guys were talking in your latest episode about, and I thought it was really interesting that you guys brought it up, because it's something that I've actually been thinking about for several years now. That, so Thanos from Labyrinth of Lies is a very unique character. But you guys brought up, like, how cool would it be if he were to, like, gather all the villains and like bring them back to like get back at Nancy. And it's so funny that you said that, because I have always said that if anybody were to come back to like take revenge on Nancy, it would be Thanos. But also like no spoilers, I'll just say like the games, the bad guy from Captive Curse, the bad guy from Phantom of Venice. Like I feel like these people would like band together like really nicely and really scarily and like take revenge on Nancy. So I thought it was so interesting that you guys were talking about that. You were like, well, what if he like brought everyone back? And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been thinking this for years. It would be like the Nancy Drew villain Avengers. Like it would be so cool.
Or you could even take it one step further and have a character that you thought was perfectly fine, that somehow changed their point of view, changed their thought process, and started aligning more with a villain.
Yeah.
And then go down that path.
Yeah.
And then you're totally blindsided.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine like okay, so the first person that came to my mind was Katie Firestone.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like, can you imagine, like, if that happened? Because I could totally see that happening. Not that, like, I ever thought that she was the bad guy, but, like I could see her switching sides. Yeah. Oh, that would be so interesting. That's such a fun thought.
Go to the underworld.
Oh my gosh. It's just, like, that... Like, listening to you guys chat about that was just so fun for me. Like, I was painting this, I was working on this, and I was just like, yeah! It was great. Alright, what's our next question? Okay, so the next several questions is questions about which one of you would do something. So, of the two of you, who is most likely to get starstruck?
Tough to say. Because Alexa, you kind of touched on it a little bit when we were talking about like having people come on to our podcast and talk to them, and how it ends up flowing just into a nice conversation, and you know, everyone is great.
Yeah.
I will say my heart did flutter when we talked to Scott Carty, because his voice is just Ned.
Yeah. Like he's just Ned.
He's just Ned.
Yeah.
So I have my moments of that. I would like to think that I would play it cool, but I probably wouldn't. Just to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I understand entirely, especially for Scott Carty, because when I messaged him and he messaged me back, I screamed. It was like midnight and I was yelling.
Like, whenever that we've messaged like someone to see if they would come on, and they message back like saying sure, I'm like, yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, literally.
I get so excited.
I know, like I love that we can. I know we talked about this like 3 times now in one episode, but like I love that we can talk about this because like you guys like understand, like, and you've talked to way cooler people than I have, so like it is so cool, like when you get to talk to these people who like you've heard their voices for so long.
Yeah.
And I know they're just real people, but also I'm like, Scott freaking Carty, man.
Yeah.
And even some of the voice cast has done multiple characters in the game, so they've had to like do training and stuff for those characters. So it's cool to hear like their perspective of it, just, you know, like what they went through to get to that point. So
yeah. Super cool. Okay, next question. Which one of you is most likely to say something embarrassing on the podcast?
I mean, I feel like that could be a toss-up too, because like, for me, it depends on how caffeinated I am. To be honest, because it's like, 9.5 times out of 10, we're filming at night.
Yeah.
So a lot of times the caffeine is already out of my system and I'm good. I'm like a human again.
Yeah.
But then there are times where I've made coffee and drank it while recording and it gets real silly. So yeah, it depends.
I think it almost too, like, we kind of feed off of each other that way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. Too fun. Who is most likely to knock over their microphone?
I'm the only one that has the microphone out of the two of us, so.
There you go, it's you.
Actually, can I say it would be one of my dogs?
Yeah.
100%.
Somebody's tail is gonna come whap something off your desk.
Oh yeah, that would probably be Henry for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's such a good answer. Oh my gosh. And then which one of you is most likely to, like, take over the conversation?
If you've listened to us, you know Candace likes to go. I'm just like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm just in the background.
I really don't try to commandeer the conversation by any means. But sometimes I just get going on a tangent and then it's just Tangent Town and then there we are.
It's Tangent Town. That's literally my channel. Like, I bring these awesome people onto my channel and then I'm like, I have so much to say. It's Tangent Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Oh my gosh.
I think, like, sometimes I could be like that too. Like, once I get going with a certain thing, I'm like, I just roll with it for a little bit and then, yeah. It's just, you know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so do you guys have any Nancy Drew hot takes?
I feel like I said my biggest one earlier about Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Yeah.
I think that's probably my biggest one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and if people hate me for it, I mean, that's okay. I understand.
I don't know if you guys have the chat up, but there was a comment right after you said that somebody said, well, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, even if they're wrong.
I've said something very similar to that before. So yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I have not played Stay Tuned for Danger ever.
Really?
So, because it was acting wonky, like I couldn't play it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to, like, eventually, obviously for the podcast.
Yeah, you have to. Oh, it's so good.
So I don't really have anything to say on that. So
yeah. Oh, you definitely need to play that game. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a good one. I told you, I'll put it on a flash drive and send it to you if you need me to.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll get there.
Yeah. I actually, it's weird because it's, like, not the oldest game, but, that one I had more trouble getting on my computer than Secrets of Kill Original. Like,
there's something about that one in particular because there were lots of threads about it on the forums on Her Interactive. And I know that at one point they had to develop some kind of patch because I don't know if it was just on Master Detective, but the end puzzle was too short and people were not able to solve it.
Oh.
And so there was a patch that was created at one point for that.
Yeah.
And then there's the big loophole of there's a certain time in the game if you don't have a certain thing in your inventory, it's an endless loop and you have to restart.
Yep.
So
yes, I've been there. Yeah.
Shout out to 25 years of Nancy Drew. Just saying.
Yeah. Seriously, I know. Oh my goodness. Although there's a lot of speculation about what day the first game actually came out. And so far it seems like the actual answer is, I don't know. So it's somewhere this month. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. So I have one more question for you. And then we will play more FMK because we actually had one that was just redeemed, but you can wait because I have one more question. So you guys just be patient. Okay. So the last question is, in what ways are you guys most similar and most different?
To each other?
Yeah. Yes, to each
We have
other.
a lot of the same opinions. Like,
I would say similarities. We are very similar in the way that we fangirl about things.
Yeah.
Not just Nancy Drew, but just things in general. We're pretty similar in that
That's
in
nice.
that way. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm a little more outgoing. I do talk a lot.
Yeah.
and I'm more quiet.
Yeah.
Like Candace does a lot of, like, if you've listened to us for a while, Candace does a lot of the majority of the talking in the episodes, I feel like. And I'm like, I'll talk a lot too, but not as much.
Yeah.
I do more like the behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
So I think like that's something different.
You like control the whole thing, and then Candace like takes it and runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could walk so Candace can run.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you know, sometimes I might be running into a wall, but I eventually get my thought out.
There you go.
know?
Yeah. But you guys work so well together.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. You guys just like balance each other out, and that's exactly what you need.
All
right.
It was a learning curve, but we got there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
There's lots of different pieces, as always.
Of course. I am spinning your wheel. That sounds weird. I am spinning the wheel. I'm spinning the wheel. I'm going to give you some people.
Okay.
Let's see who we got. Okay, so Mary Yazzie.
Okay.
Okay, marriage material. Or not. Okay, so Mary Yazzie, and then what do we have here? Okay, Nicholas Falcone.
Fight the power, okay.
Yeah, he's got the butt. And then finally, Dagny Silva.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
I love how seriously you guys take this. You like write everything down.
Yeah, I gotta get my, if I don't write it down, like my thoughts will be all over the place.
Yeah.
I think I might have mine.
Go for it.
I'm gonna. Don't come at me. Don't throw tomatoes. I'm going to fight Dagny, marry Nick, kiss Mary.
All right. Love it. What about you, Candace?
Okay, so I also have fight Dagny, even though I know she would take me out.
Yeah.
Like, not even close.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I would have to marry Mary because, once again, I feel like she could give me the stability being a business owner.
Sure.
You know? And then kiss Nick just so that I could be close enough to then punch him in the face. That doesn't go against the rule, does it?
No. You know what? There are no rules.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
But like I'm with Alexa here where I would marry him because I think that he's so great. Because like
I'm gonna
honestly,
fight the power.
honestly, like as far as like characters from Nancy Drew games go, Nick Falcone is the closest to my actual husband. Who is standing right here.
Nick Falcone sounds like a mobster.
You know what? That's really close.
So are you saying I'm like a mobster?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that.
And on that note, good night.
Kidding. Let's do that.
I think the coat is working for Niles. He
Good.
seems happier.
Good.
Are you gonna still do another coat?
I haven't. I have like half that's undone, so I kind of feel like I need to finish it tonight. It's dry.
It seems delay. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you.
It's fine. It's fine.
It
This
seems to
is
be doing
this is my
okay.
husband's.
Hi,
This is,
husband.
weird though. Do you see this crack in here?
Yeah. It's like a knot in the wood. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm
That
positive.
doesn't look right.
I'm positive.
But this was just weird. They put this in later.
Yes, I
It's
know.
very
I know.
true, 'cause
So
it's
this amount of work took me 3 hours today.
It's not evenly spaced.
I understand.
Yeah.
Not evenly
it's not
spaced
great.
here. It's
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah,
I
I know.
wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a mess, and I'm gonna try to hide it with paint. So.
She's not taking my advice on color, but that's normal.
I did though, because you said not white, and I'm not doing white.
You're doing the closest to white you can get without calling it white.
Did you see the colors that I chose? Here it is.
That's like
It's gray.
it's
Gray.
through.
He told me don't get white, and I got like a light gray.
I mean, it's different enough.
It is. See, I listened to his advice, but I'm still going with my vision by
Very good.
having, instead of white, having light gray. It's called Mr. Kitty, which I think is so cute.
Very fitting.
Right? I know. Okay, where were we? We were talking about... Oh, we were doing FMK. Okay, yeah. So, great answers. I think we need to do just one more game, though, so to finish us out.
Okay.
So, let's get you guys some more people. I just don't feel like we did enough FMK tonight.
No, this is fun. I
I
like
do,
this.
Right?
I do have a joke,
Yeah, go for it.
and it's kind of Shadow Ranch related.
Okay.
So chickens,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
The only pet that poops breakfast.
Candace's face.
I mean, dad joke to end all dad jokes. Food and pooping in the same sentence.
There you go.
I mean,
Amazing. Well, then I have a joke for you, Alexa.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 pretzels are walking down the street. One
Yeah.
was assaulted.
I get that one.
Candace's face.
What do you get when you have a sheep and a cow that are not happy?
What do you get?
2 animals that are in a bad mood.
No. Oh my god.
Candace.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, I've got another one for you, okay? Okay. So there's this snail, okay? There's a snail, and he really wants to be a race car driver. So he's apparently super rich, so he commissions this custom race car for himself, all right? So he asks the guy to do the paint job. He says, hey, can you put a big letter S on the top, and then a big letter S on the hood, and one on the back, and then one on each of the doors? And then the guy who's doing the paint job, he's like, sure, but what does the S stand for? And the snail says, well, when I'm racing, and I pull in front and I'm winning, I want everyone in the audience to be able to go, wow, look at that S car go.
I didn't know where that was going. Oh my god. I need to tell my husband that, because he'll be like, what is wrong with you?
I always keep 3
That was
jokes
so
under my nose.
What did the horse say after he fell down?
What did he say?
I've fallen and I can't giddy up. That's just been like, come on, Bob, let's go.
That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have only one other joke that I keep in my mind for random occasions, but it's kind of a long one. Do you guys want it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is about a teenage boy, and he is planning for prom, okay? So this teenage boy asks out the girl that he has a crush on, and she says yes, alright? So he's like, I need to do everything possible for this amazing date that I have going on. So he goes and he rents a limo, and when he goes to the limo renting place, there's a really long line, okay? So he does finally rent his limo. But then he goes to rent a tux, and there's a really long line, but he eventually gets his tux. So then he goes to the florist to get the corsage, the one you put on the girl's wrist. There's a really long line, but he eventually gets it. So then night of prom comes, he's got his tux, he's got his limo, he puts the wrist corsage on the girl, it's going perfect. They get to the prom, all right? And then he says, hey, do you want some punch? And she's like, yeah. So he goes, and there's no punchline.
This is Candace's reaction every time I tell jokes on the podcast.
I think it was more so the delivery. It's just so good. I again didn't know where it was going.
That's kind of the point. Jetpack says, oh, I know where this is going.
I'm just sitting here yeah, man, I remember my prom. It was so long ago.
I know, right?
Am I the only one that has not gone to a prom?
Did you really not? Oh, no.
None of my friends wanted to go, and I didn't get asked, so I didn't go.
Oh, man. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Here
I am.
I actually sell prom dresses. That's kind of my day job is I'm a bridal stylist, but I don't just do bridal. I do all formal wear, so I do a lot of prom stuff too. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun. Prom dresses are so fun.
Yeah.
We could have a Clue Crew prom. What a great idea, Morgan.
That would be fun.
I like that idea.
That would be fun.
I like that idea. Susie is a wedding dress. Yes, that's correct. That is my title is I'm a wedding dress. You never went to prom either? What? Oh my goodness. All you people not going to prom. Wow.
I saw your videos on Instagram where you and Joanna had done the wedding dresses based on the different characters.
Yes.
If you had to pick one of those dresses, which one would you pick?
To get married in?
Yeah.
Oh. So my favorite that I wore was the dress for Xenia. It was kind of form-fitting, and it had beads on the shoulders, and I really loved that dress. It made me feel really good. But as far as my actual preference for wedding fashion, I like the bigger the better. I want the biggest, hugest ball gown. So but the thing is, I didn't like the best dress, which was a huge ball gown. I didn't like it at all. So the dress for Mel, the black dress, was a really good one. That one was really pretty. It had a nice slit, which was nice. It was really comfy, honestly. It was a satin material that was really nice to the touch. Yeah, that was a really good dress. The red one also was really comfy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of dress opinions. Oh, thank you, Jetpack. We really had a good time trying them on.
So, if anyone that's watching still wants to guess who our dynamic duo is going to be on the podcast, let us know.
Do you guys have like a hint for us?
Every single person that plays the games knows who they are.
Oh man.
And if anyone guesses correctly, I am not going to confirm nor deny.
But wait, like, these are voice actors.
Are they voice actors, Candace? Are you going to share that?
Okay, they are. Oh my god. Is it Frank and Joe?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh man, you're gonna have to like message me or like stay on the line after we're done and like let me know. Or Bess and George. That would be cool too. Because,
and
like,
if anyone
okay,
has questions, send them to us too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my guess was I asked if you guys were having the twins on because they're my favorite dynamic duo, but then I didn't even think about like voice actors.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Man. Okay. So anyway, we were gonna do one more FMK, and before we ended, and I already got your first person up on the screen, which is Colin Baxter.
Has he been on the wheel before?
Yes. No, not tonight. Not tonight. He hasn't been on the. No, we haven't had him tonight, but I have had him before, I think.
Okay.
Okay, our next person is Alicia Cole. Ugh,
Ooh.
not into that. And our final person, once the wheel decides to stop, is Francis Humber.
Oh.
That's a unique one. You guys are so serious.
I would probably marry Frances.
Okay.
As long as her dad doesn't kill me.
Yeah. Good
Running
point.
that risk.
That's a danger. Like a really genuine danger.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would fight Alicia
Yeah.
and kiss
that
Colin.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like fighting Alicia, that's the only answer.
It really is.
100%.
Alicia is not a good person.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Once again, I'm going to have to flip-flop on you. I'm going to have to say kiss Francis because I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And marry Colin because I struggle with getting good sleep. And so I feel like at night I could just watch his Tesserae, videos and slideshows, and I would just go straight to sleep, and I'd get probably the best sleep of my life.
Oh my god.
He could just be going on and on. Probably wouldn't even realize he fell asleep.
I mean, it would
He'd
be
be like-
perfect.
He'd be like, finally, I found someone who appreciates me.
And I'm just over there.
Oh my gosh! Just your delivery of that just got me. Like, I struggle with getting good sleep.
That's the truth. It really is.
I can't. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Candace, I could play this game with you like all day. It's so freaking funny. Okay, and we actually had FMK redeemed one more time, so we're gonna do it one more time and then we're gonna be done because we've been on for like 2 hours. It's a really long time. Okay.
Carter was almost 3 hours, wasn't it?
I know, it was really long. And I had to pee so bad after that episode. Okay. Oh no, we can't have have Anya again. No, we've already had Anya. So, hold on. Let me get you another person. Don't write down Anya.
Okay.
No, when these episodes go more than like 2 hours, I'm like, man, I'm kind of hungry. Like, let me leave. Okay, I thought I deleted him from the wheel because this person is Lucas Mittelmeyer, and he is a minor, and
You can still
while,
kiss him.
You know, yeah, you can, but like after a while, I got kind of tired of having minors. But your first person is Lucas. Okay, and Lucas again.
He's just bound and determined to be part of it.
Do you want to play Monster? I would like to play Monster.
Oh, that accent's too good. Okay, let's see. Okay,
Just
Helena
leave it to me
Berg.
to do random stuff.
It's true,
Helena
she does.
Berg. Okay, so we have Lucas and Helena. There's a dynamic duo for you.
Who was the second person?
Helena?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and Moira Chisholm.
Moira?
Moira.
Oh. Marry Moira, fight Helena, kiss Lucas.
There you go.
Moira because she's a spy or former spy, so I want to know her tricks.
Ooh, I know. I bet she's a really interesting person.
Yeah. And I could go visit the safe house.
Yeah.
And train anytime I wanted.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Okay, so what did you say for her? What did you say for Moira?
Go to the training.
No, like
No,
which
one?
She's marrying.
Oh, I was gonna marry her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that would be super cool. She's an interesting person. Yeah.
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 She knows the tricks of the trade, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like her. Also, Morgan in the chat saying, no thanks, we already have one, when Lucas came up once and then again. Oh, super great. All right, Candace, what do you think?
Okay, so I would fight Lucas because even though he's a minor, he needs to learn the way of the world. And you're going to learn that way by fighting.
Okay, so we're beating up children.
So, he's going to learn. So that's my choice for fight. I am going to marry Helena because I feel like we could learn from each other. If I had a day where I had a lot of caffeine and I was just like, let's go do crime, I feel like she'd be down.
Partner in crime.
She would absolutely be down.
a whole new definition of partner in crime. Okay.
Yeah.
And then obviously kiss Moira because that was just the default.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I love it. Oh, you guys.
If you, Candace, if you get thrown in jail with Helena, I can't bail you out. I don't have American money, so.
I get that, I understand. But like, if you could start like a GoFundMe for me, I'd really appreciate it.
But you're the one who's choosing crime.
I know, but I mean, sometimes, once again, you gotta learn.
I have questions.
I mean, honestly, I do too, but some days it'd be like that.
Oh my god, Laura's comment in the chat, casual errands with Helena, iced coffee, petty crime.
Just start with the iced coffee and see where the day takes us. You never know.
There you go. You just never know when you're with Helena.
Just girly things.
Just girly things. Might end up in jail later. Who knows? I would share that GoFundMe. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Just the crew just joined together to save Candace. Get her out of jail.
Crew.
I'll pay you back, I swear. Well.
I would be concerned of where you got that money, not gonna lie.
Well, sometimes it's better not to ask questions.
Clearly.
Ask now, ask questions later.
Exactly.
Just girly things. And on that note, that's actually all the content that I have for you guys tonight.
Oh, imagine if Candace got trapped in the dungeon in a Captive Curse.
Ooh.
That's where she ended up in jail.
Well, she did marry the monster.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's true.
It's true. It's true. Oh my goodness. You guys are so much fun. This has been so fun.
and you will be joining us, right, Susie?
I
Next
sure
year?
will whenever you tell me to, because I actually have absolutely no idea when I'm going to be on your podcast.
Sometime in March. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. When that
Okay.
episode comes out.
I feel like you told me that, and I've just been like, I haven't kept it in my mind. So like, I know that I'm eventually going to be on the podcast. I just like have been like, well, they'll just tell me when.
We'll figure out dates and times and stuff.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'll be told when this is gonna happen. Yeah, no, I'm super excited, especially since I was listening to yesterday's episode with Carter, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this with you guys. Like, this is so fun. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the game that I will be playing for homework. I'm super excited to chat about that game with you guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to say ahead of time, but it is going to be so fun.
We will keep that mystery game under wraps for now.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be so much fun, you guys.
Yeah.
So, yes. Wait, Loveal's Pod, need to watch the TV show so I can listen to all this latest stuff. Oh, ooh, yes. That is important. Yeah. Or you could just listen to them talk, because they're really like they wrap it all up really nicely with a nice little bow. So you could just like listen to them.
We got you covered, guys.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for being on my show, on my podcast. Thank you so much. And do you guys have any parting words for our viewers / listeners?
I mean, I guess just stay sleuthy.
Yeah.
Stay sleuthy and have a cheeseburger.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And you know what else, you guys? Come up with some really lame jokes and just DM us.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
That would be great. Oh, I love it. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I apologize again for all the technical difficulties, but it worked out in the end. And be sure to join me on Sunday. I know it's not my usual day, but on Sunday I will be playing Clue with some of my favorite people from the Clue crew. I really shouldn't say that because I have so many favorite people from the Clue crew, but myself with Hugh Miller, all right, awesome. Carter, who is one of our absolute favorites. The twins, you guys, I love Daniela and Jordan. They're going to be joining me. And also my bestie, Joanna, who is the Drew Encyclopedia. Just the best people are joining me. And there's one person who may or may not join us. I will say that. And I'm going to keep that person a surprise, because if they don't join us, we'll be really disappointed if I've told you. So I won't tell you. But if this person shows up, awesome. And if they don't, they'll be on my next time that I will play this. But anyway, so be sure to join me 8 o'clock Sunday night Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be playing Clue. It's going to be super fun. We're going to solve the mysteries and all the crimes, and it's going to be so fun. So join me then. Otherwise, I have nothing to tell you. So goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.